Hi and hello everybody, it's Fern. Welcome back to another PLANTY video. Thank you so much for joining me. I've set us up in my favorite corner for the cozy vibes. I've got my coffee and we have a massive box to open. If you can hear anything in the background, apologies. Shane is building my new little cozy hobby craft desk that's going to be in the office. So sorry about that. So Rousseau Plant Care sent me some of their new items, I believe, which I have been really wanting to try out. I've been seeing them around Instagram and I just love everything that Rousseau Plant Care comes out with. They're such an innovative brand. So I'm really excited to crack this open and we're gonna test some things out, get some plants set up in these new things that are in here that you'll see in just a second. If you're not familiar with Rousseau Plant Care, they make a lot of plant accessories. They do, the moss poles are my favorite thing that they do. All of my plants are on Rousseau Plant Care moss poles, and the drippers. The whole setup is from them, including the wood mounts that I have them on. They do pots, they do grow lights, and yeah, they're kind enough to send some things out to me. I am an affiliate with them, so I do have a discount code if you ever want to shop with them and try anything out. Highly recommend. I've been using their products for years, and recommend following them on Instagram too, because there's lots of cool plant content on there. Both the Rousseau Plant Care and Tyler's Instagram, the owner. Okay, I am going to open this up. It's huge, you guys. And for some reason, Customs is always opening up my Rousseau Plant Care packages. I don't know what it is about that, but it's happened twice in a row now, I think. So hopefully everything is still situated in here, okay? Oh my gosh. There's always so much. Like, what the heck? Okay, so this is what I'm so excited about. They're orb mounts. I already have some ideas of plants that I want to pop inside here. Very, very cool. I've been watching other people use these and it's just been getting me so excited to try them out for myself. There's also this style, the wavy mount, which is really cool. Love the look of this one. We will talk about how these work. I mean, we're gonna kind of figure out how they work and try them out together. Now, when they messaged me about trying some of this stuff out, I looked on the website and I was trying to decide like between the sizes and what I all wanted, but I think I ended up not putting in any requests or anything, and I was like, I'll just see what they send me, I think, because I don't know, there's just options, and I was like, I'll find a use for whatever arrives. Oh my gosh, a sticker! Cute! I want to put that on my water bottle. Okay, so this is, I'm assuming the large size orb mount. It is a really good size. This is so cool. And they also have drainage trays that you can get to attach on. Ooh. That is so cutie. What the heck? And you can hang them or you can mount them on the sturdy mount poles. We'll figure everything out and go over everything together, but that is really cool. I low-key want to go to the plant store and see if I can find like a staghorn fern or a mini orchid or something to mount with these, but I'm trying to convince myself to just use the plants that I already have. But I have had some ideas swirling around in my head of what I want to mount and where I want to hang them around my house. This one didn't have a good time shipping. It cracked. That's okay. I think it'll still be usable. I honestly think it'll be fine. I don't even think that that will be noticeable. I'm still gonna go ahead and use it. How did this go? Like this. Yeah, Customs going through a package is always a little sus. Okay, what are these? Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. This is like the cutest thing ever. It's a little mini wavy mount. That's so cute. I am actually obsessed with these tiny ones. Are you kidding me? That's adorable. Another orb in black. I really like the black. It looks super sleek. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then we have the little tray that it slides into. I really love that you have the option of grabbing the trays because then it catches the water. Then you don't have to be, you know, taking things down and doing the whole thing. Wow, I really have a lot to choose from here, which is great because I can like perfectly customize what plant, what size and everything I want to use. Maybe this is to mount them to the pole. Yeah, that must be what this is for, because you can attach them. You can attach them to their sturdy mounts, which here is the base, I believe, for this. So I'll have to put that together. I asked for some extra rib clips to secure my really tall moss poles to the sturdy poles because I was running low on those. I have some just like crazy tall moss poles like the varicosum beside me. So interesting. Ooh, I like that these have little bumpers. Do these ones have it too? Oh yeah, they all do. Little bumpers so that they're not gonna be like messing up your wall. I appreciate that as somebody who spent way too long painting. Okay, cute. So here's a green wavy mount. Cutie little beige small orb. Little green small orb. A black little orb. Yeah, I really love the black. I think that has to be my favorite. It's just so black. Like I feel like any foliage is gonna stand out against it. Okay. Okay, so I'm down here and I'm just quickly putting together this pole. So I thought I would show you how simple it is. Because this video is for me to be able to try out these products and experiment with putting plants in these new mounts. But it's also for people who are looking to see these products in action and who are looking for like reviews. This is crooked. So I'm testing this out for both of us. Anywho, I have assembled a million of these poles and it's so easy. It comes with the base and then it comes with the pole part and it just screws in. This just slides in and then gets secured with the screw. And that's it. So that is ready to go. Okay, so I think I'm going to match the plant with the mount and then I will decide where I want to put them afterwards. So I have a selection of Hoya here that I want to use, including my Hoya Bella intervariegated propagations that have been in here forever. I really want to get those out and growing again, and I think that they will look amazing in one of these mounts. But I also want to do, I might actually do 2 of my neon philodendron. We'll see about that, but I have 3 of these. This was a big box store rescue that I got probably a couple of months ago now, and I separated the vines out and they're all doing pretty okay. This one put out this new growth, but I just love the color of neon philodendron and I think it'll look really cool trailing in one of those. So okay, this is the fun part. I get to just mix and match here. This is actually a pretty big Hoya Whitei intervariegated, so maybe, but I think variegation would look really good with the black. Ooh, I feel like that is a nice match. So all right, let's figure this thing out. So I think it said to squeeze, or do I even need to disconnect it, or I can just need the instructions. Pull out the screen. Okay, yeah. Put your plant in the middle. Wait. Oh. Put your plant in the middle of the screen and snap it into the partially filled orb. The notch should be on the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this up. I have all I have right now is DIY potting mix, which should be fine. I also didn't grab a potting mat, but that's okay. I'll just vacuum after. I love things like this that just give you so many different options. Like, you don't even have to hang this on a wall or a mount, like a pole mount, if you don't want to. You could just stand it up on a surface. But I really like things that can be hung on the wall because I have to work with vertical space since I have filled up many of the surfaces in this house already. I'm actually gonna use this lid as a little makeshift potting mat here to take this out. I've been meaning to rehouse this Waiedii for so long, so it's finally happening. The root system isn't even that big, but that's probably because this dries out way too much because it was in this slotted pot in my cabinet that gets really warm. Okay, so there is the root system. Now, is this gonna... Okay. Now, since the roots aren't actually as crazy as I thought they were going to be, I'm thinking that I could combine the Lori Lynn version. They're very similar, they just have a different variegation pattern to them. This one is more of an outer variegated and it gets the super pink outer edges, which is so cute. I don't know if I want to put them together or keep this one separate. I'm so weird about wanting to keep plants separate sometimes. Okay, the hammering is too much. Okay, I think I will combine them. I could always separate them if I want to in the future. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's the roots on this one. Now I've just got to get it situated in here. Okay, that actually works fine. Boop, boop. And then put the screen back in. Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna flip it up. Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. And fill through the top. They actually have so much space in here too. So I think that they're gonna be perfectly happy. Tons of aeration too. Like, there's so many holes along the whole thing. Okay, and then they do suggest top with a bit of moss so that you can poke it to see when it's ready to water, and use moss to fill in the notch in the screen to prevent medium from falling out the front. So I've got my moss here. I'm gonna stick some in there. It also looks nice to have it topped with moss. And then, my gosh, it's so windy out. Oh, do you guys see that? It is so windy. Okay, I'm sticking moss in the front. I'll show you in a second. I just want to get this all secured before I'm moving it around. Okay, I think it's secured. Look at that. That's so cool. I love it. Yeah, I love this dark black with the variegation. Like, that's stunning. Wow. First impressions, 10 out of 10. I think that this is so cool. I will, of course, update y'all with my thoughts once I've used these for a while. But I think that is pretty freaking amazing. So, yeah. Where am I gonna put this? It's so cute. Well, I'll decide that after, but that's really nice that I was able to combine both of these as well. I think that that was the move, especially because I'm just trying to, I don't know, not be so crazy with my plant collection these days, even though that honestly, I mean, it's been fine. But I have been multiplying plants, so I guess it's good to reduce and combine as well sometimes. Balances everything out. Okay, so next, let's do the Hoya Bella. Now, this is gonna have to acclimate down to room humidity by going into the cabinet first, so that's where this one will temporarily be staying. Looks like I have 2 cuttings in here. Little tiny roots. So we can definitely use one of these little guys. And I think I'm gonna go for the black again because it just looks so good with the variegation. So with the wavy mount, pull out the screen and partially fill with your favorite medium. Okay. Nestle your plant near the bottom of the mount. Oh my gosh, this one is looking kind of crazy, but that's okay, we'll do this. And this. Slide the screen around your plant and click it back into the mount. Oh, it says tip, we use moss to help keep everything tidy. Try a layer of sphagnum moss in between the medium and the screen and in the opening of the screen. So I am gonna go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna add a bit more soil. Oop. And then I'm gonna stick some sphagnum on top, like so. Okay, I'm gonna try to click this in place. So I think everything's good. So she is looking a little crazy because she just came out of the prop box, but I'm so excited to see this settle in and grow for me. It's so cute. I'm gonna do the same thing with the moss on the top of this one. Oh my gosh, I love that. So I can even hang this inside the cabinet. So cute. Okay, so that one is done. Maybe let's do the philodendron now to try out something different. I think maybe this size of orb for this one. And the bright green and the dark green look cute together. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. Or, yeah, no, that should be good. This size looks like a 4-inch pot size, but I don't know if the beige, I feel like beige will be better with like a darker plant. Like philodendron micans would look so good in that one. I think I'm gonna go for the green and the black for, so how did I do this again? Oh, I should be reusing the next one. I'll reuse some of this because a lot of these are like freshly. Oh my gosh, I can just pull the root system out because it has not fully settled into that pot yet. They look not too bad. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to do okay, flip it like this. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need sphagnum moss. Oh, I did that crooked. I did that way crooked. This is also the one that cracked in shipping, so I'm trying to be extra gentle with it. Okay. Anywho, I was just gonna say that I'm definitely gonna need sphagnum moss to keep this one from falling out. I'm gonna do that right now. Just fill the opening. Okay, that looks good. Now I'm gonna finish filling it up. Okay, perfect. Now I'm just gonna add a little bit more moss on the top and then this one's done. Oh my gosh. It's so windy. I can just see the curtains like flying. Okay, that is so cute. Can't wait to see this one grow. And there's actually so much space for the potting medium in here. So I feel like these plants are gonna be able to stay in these for quite a while. Like it holds more than you would think. So, love that. And then I have Hoya Curtisii, which I'm gonna put in, I'm trying to think which one I want to use. The beige could be cute for this guy. That could be a good combo. Let's see the black just to see. Yeah, no, I honestly think that the beige would be better for this one. So do I want the orb or the wavy? Maybe I'll do the wavy. I'm gonna try to just transfer the medium right in. Oh no, these roots are kind of big. They're kind of big. I'm kind of like spreading the roots out. Hopefully that's gonna be fine. And then I'm going to put a layer of sphagnum. I need to add a little bit more soil up here. Whoop. Okay, let's snap this back in. The sphagnum is very helpful. Like, I definitely think that keeps everything together way better than if I was trying to do this without it. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. I kind of want them to be like, but maybe I can put some sphagnum in the bottom here to kind of boost them up. I mean, that's not too bad. It's just a weird transition going from like hanging over a pot to just hanging straight down into here. But what I'm hoping is that this is going to fill out and shoot out some new vines for me, which would be so nice. Let's put some sphagnum in the top. Okay, cute, cute, cute. Okay, so now our task is to figure out where I'm gonna put these. So I'm not gonna be keeping these ones on a pole like this, but I do just wanna test, and maybe we put it on the pole first and see how it works. So I'm assuming that just hooks. Oh my gosh. Cool. That is so nifty. And then you could hang this on a wall, or you could just leave it standing. That's really cool though. I just want to see what it looks like with multiple of them on. The tiniest one. Whoop. That is so cool. Wow, look at that. And then you can put a tray on this bottom one. And then you can just water them all through, and this last one will catch it. Now that I'm seeing them all set up like this, I'm like, wait, I do kind of like these ones all on here. Like, it's kind of fun having a bunch of Hoyas like that. Okay, let's try watering them through. Cool. Oh my gosh. Is it filling the last one yet? Oh, there we go. That is so cool. Wow. Okay, don't mind my frazzled appearance. It is now the end of the day. Oh my gosh, it's so noisy because the dishwasher is going, but I put my little mic on, so hopefully it's not too bad. Just made dinner, ate dinner, and I finished cleaning up and hanging all of the, well, hanging 3 out of 4 of the mounts, and they look so good, you guys. I'm actually really happy with how they turned out, especially these ones. So I'll flip you around and I'll show you. Okay, so I put the lemon lime philodendron higher on this side because this plant is gonna grow a ton. It's trailing philodendron. They go crazy, so I want it to have enough space to come down. And then I thought it could even like go down here once it gets really long. And then on the other side, I put the variegated wavy. Now, I plan on kind of keeping this a relatively small plant. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I might trim it as it continues to grow so that it's not getting like too cluttered up there, or I could just swap that out for something else that would fit better in that spot if it outgrows that spot. Those are just hung by the little monkey hooks that came with them. Let me show you what they look like. I think there's some in here. Here's one. Oh no, that's not one. Oh my gosh, I only have one hand. These are the little monkey hooks, which are so handy. So you just put them into the drywall. They go in super easily, and then you twist and then just push in, and eventually you're stuck with just this little tiny hook sticking out like so. I'll show you what it looks like in the wall. I couldn't get a camera up high enough to film me doing this, but that's what they look like. They just make a tiny little hole, and it's just a hook, and they're like super sturdy. So that's really cool that they are both just hung up by one of those. By the way, look how insane my philodendron micans is looking. Like, it is growing out so beautifully. This is my dream micans. It's so pretty. Like, look at those leaves. Oh my gosh. It's gorgeous. Like, perfect. That's a little dark. There we go. So stunning. So I'm definitely gonna leave that plant in that spot because I feel like the lighting for it there is perfect. And the wavy leaf planter is perfect. Like, it's so happy living in Leca. I do need to top up the water soon, as you can see. But yeah, I'm actually really happy. Like, the philodendron glorious too. This whole area I feel like is looking so good, and I love having these darker plants, and then the variegation and the like bright neon color. Love the combo. This whole space, like, I am just really happy with how it's been looking in here lately. We are going to be due for an updated walkthrough soon, but everything just looks so cutie. Okay, we have the little Hoya Bella just here in the cabinet. That one is just going to be acclimating to lower humidity because it did just come out of the propagation box, which is like 100% humidity. So now it is going down to 76%, and then eventually I will take it out of there. And then I decided to hang the Hoya Curtisii. So I kind of wanted to keep it in high light because my Hoyas just go crazy in this south window. So I realized that these wavy mounts, sorry, the brain is slowing down for the day. These wavy mounts fit perfectly on the side of a window frame. So I decided to stick it there, and I did change it. Originally I had it in the cream one, if you remember, but then I hung it here, and since this planter was a really similar color, it was just too much like cream for me. So I was like, oh no, I should have put it in the green. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it. But then I was like, no, I know it's gonna bother me, so why don't I just go ahead and switch it right now? So I just quickly switched it. So cute, and I think it's gonna be really happy there, getting a ton of light. And for this one, I just did a little nail. So it's just a tiny nail, and it's just hanging on there. And I put the trays with all of these ones as well because they're hanging just independently. So I can just top them up with some water with my little watering thing that I use. And yeah, I'm just really happy with how they all look. I feel like that really filled in this space over here so well because I had nothing going on in that spot anymore. But yeah, I'm super stoked about these. So I will update my thoughts in the following weeks as I, you know, care for these and water them and everything. But so far, so good. It'll be really cool to see how much growth I get in them as well, and just how the plants do overall. But yeah, let me know if you have used these mounts yet. I know that they're pretty new, but I have seen a few people using them. So let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Otherwise, thank you so much for hanging out. It was fun to just, I don't know, try something new, and also just to work with my houseplants, because I feel like I've been doing a lot of other stuff lately, being outside and everything. It's always just nice to sit down and do something planty. And yeah, I just feel like it adds so much to the space, and it always makes me feel so fulfilled and happy to just have like a new little situation going on. So that is gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.